What's up, YouTube? This is MathWiz97, and welcome to Monday Night Raw. We are coming to you live from Grand Rapids, Michigan, for this installment as we continue to blaze through the King of the Ring tournament. We've got two matches coming up for you later in the evening, but first, we kick things off with the return of the United States Champion, the Champagne Supernova, Noam Dar. And Dar tonight, of course, will be competing for the first time since winning that United States Championship that he now holds around his waist. Of course, he defeated Cara at SummerSlam to capture the gold. So Noam Dar's rise to the top has been quick. He has managed to achieve some pretty rapid success here on Monday Night Raw. We'll just have to see now if he can maintain that success. And the interesting thing here, on the topic of the King of the Ring that I just mentioned moments ago, Noam Dar has decided not to compete. He says that he has nothing to gain from the King of the Ring tournament, so he will not be taking part, which, a little unexpected. I would have figured that Noam Dar would have had something to prove through something like a King of the Ring tournament, especially if he wants to try to, maybe try to become a dual champion, maybe move up to the world title scene already. I mean, would be a hell of a jump for Dar, but hey, it has been done before. Look at someone like Kevin Owens, who almost immediately went straight to the top. So, I mean, Dar, does he have the talent to pull that off? I think he might, but for whatever reason, he decided not to compete in the King of the Ring tournament. Instead, I guess he wants to keep his focus squarely on that United States Championship, which, hey, I guess as a champion, that's what you want to see. You want to see the champion treat their title like, really the only title that matters. But tonight, Noam Dar, just a bit of an exhibition tonight. He goes up against gentleman Jack Gallaher, who we recently saw on SmackDown. Gallaher had a bit of a rough night on SmackDown. From what I understand, he was potentially looking to answer Kevin Owens' WWE, well, wasn't for the title, but he was looking to answer the WWE Champion Kevin Owens' Open Invitational, but he never made it down to the ring because he got kicked in the face by Tyler Breeze backstage. So, from what I understand, Jack Gallaher tonight is a little bitter about how things went down on SmackDown. He didn't get his opportunity, the opportunity that he wanted. So he confronted the Raw General Manager Dolph Ziggler earlier in the night, and he said, "I want an opportunity. Give me whatever you have. I'll take it." Because, Gallaher missed out big time on SmackDown, so he's trying to make up for things here tonight on Raw. Ziggler gave him this match against the United States Champion, so perhaps a bit of a step down. It may not be Kevin Owens, it may not be the WWE Champion, but still a matchup with a prestigious champion. Let's look at, straight out of the gate, Jack Gallaher launching himself at Noam Dar. So Jack Gallaher very quickly, not looking to pull any punches tonight, as now he drives the knee down into the back of Dar's head. Noam Dar perhaps caught a little off guard. He has had a couple of weeks off. He went on a bit of a champion's vacation, if you will, for the last several weeks. Dar celebrating his title victory. But tonight he's back in the ring, and so far, he was taking a bit of a beating from Jack Gallaher, but very quickly Noam Dar turns things around, drop kick straight to the knee, and that's the approach that Noam Dar likes to go for. Try to soften up that leg, soften up Jack Gallaher for his trademark Champagne Super Knee Bar. Oh, it was a devastating European uppercut there from Dar. Of course, Monday Night Dar here tonight, kicking things off with some Dar Wars, as Noam Dar delivers the knee, flurry of knees, right to the leg, the thigh of Jack Gallaher, and you can see Gallaher is trying to work out that leg, but so far, Dar has done a very good job at turning this matchup around, as now Jack Gallaher taken down with the knee breaker. Oh, and he turns it into the dragon leg whip. Nice move there, brilliantly done by Noam Dar. And now Dar, center of the ring, gonna line him up here. He's got the Indian Deathlock. Just again, putting so much pressure on that knee, trying to just rip the tendons. Oh! But Jack Gallaher with a vicious right hand, able to break out of it. There's a European uppercut out by Dar, or to Dar rather, is Gallaher now. Gallaher gonna send Dar to the outside. Things are not looking too good for the United States Champion. It's now Jack Gallaher. Look at Jack Gallaher building up a full head of steam, and Jack Gallaher cannonball dive through the ropes. The crowd comes to life here And Jack Gallaher, the gentleman, currently has the United States champion on the back foot. Dar is in trouble. He's reeling off that cannonball dive, and now Gallaher. Jack Gallaher hooks the arms, and look at this. Butterfly suplex delivered. Tossed him nearly the entire length of the ring. And Gallaher's looking to do it again. Gallaher hooks the arms. No, but this time Dar lands on his feet. Dar lands on his feet. And now Noam Dar trying to rattle Gallaher here. As he hooks the leg, Fisherman suplex. Fisherman suplex delivered, and how quickly once again the tides have turned. Dar looking to regain control in this matchup off that impressive display from Jack Gallaher. But it was short-lived. You know, Gallaher, he had a fuse, it might have been burning bright, but it appears to have been snuffed out as again Dar back to the leg, back to the knee with that drop kick. Just trying to cut down Gallaher's foundation. Oh, is now the knee to the arm. Knee to the arm of Gallaher. Is Noam Dar so methodical out there. He knows how to pick his spot. He knows how to wear down a body part. Oh, but look at Gallaher. Gallaher with the roll-up. He blocked it. Could he have him 1, 2? No. Imagine that, though. Imagine if Gallaher could pick up the win. If he could score a huge upset over Noam Dar tonight, might put him directly in line for the United States Championship. There's Jack Gallaher now with a full head of steam. Flying forearm in the corner. Dar dazed. Is Gallaher now going to drag him to the center of the ring? Perhaps could be looking to go for a pinfall attempt. Maybe a submission. As he grabs the legs here. No! Noam Dar! What a counter! What a reversal by the United States champion, springing to his feet. Caught Gallaher on the side of the head with an enziguri. And now Noam Dar going to go back to the leg once again. Again, Dar targets the leg of Jack Gallaher. And I mean, what a tremendous counter. Noam Dar, just when you think he's down, just when you think he's out of it, he comes right back for more. And again, a flurry of kicks to the knee, to the leg of Gallaher. As now it's Gallaher whipped into the corner. Noam Dar, boot to the midsection. Now look at Dar. We saw Gallaher do this earlier. Now it's Noam Dar who channels a bit of a mean streak. Oh, it's a boot to the face now. Dar's done. He's done playing games. He's looking to put Jack Gallaher to bed. As he lines him up, Gallaher stumbles to his feet, but clearly he's out of it. And here we go. Noam Dar locks it in. The champagne super knee bar. He's got it. Cinching it in, ramping up the pressure. Jack Gallaher's got no choice but to tap out. This match is over. And Noam Dar with an impressive victory here tonight. Gallaher had him stunned for a bit. Gallaher certainly pushed him, but Noam Dar picks up the win. And this appears to be the start of an impressive United States Championship title reign for Noam Dar. As Gallaher, you can see, very, very upset about his performance tonight. Wait a minute. Come on! Noam Dar, we saw him do this to Gran Metalik just a few weeks ago. And now look at this. Noam Dar, after the match, I mean, what did he do? What did Gallaher do to deserve that? I mean, Dar, he's a sore winner. I mean, usually people, if they're going to throw a temper tantrum, they're a sore loser. But Dar, he won the match and still decided to add insult to injury. Wait, whoa. Look at the stage. That's the Brian Kendrick. We haven't seen Kendrick since SummerSlam, since he accidentally cost Sin Cara the United States title. And now look at this, Noam Dar and Brian Kendrick staring each other down. Well, Kendrick bows to Dar, but clearly Kendrick's got unfinished business with Dar. Dar doesn't want any of it. But that looks like that's going to be a clash on the horizon. As now backstage, here you can see is the commissioner of the women's division, Stephanie McMahon, appeared to be having a bit of a conversation with Dolph Ziggler there. Apparently, something's going on behind the scenes. And now there's the Glamazon Beth Phoenix. And I guess you had to think this was coming. Of course, Beth Phoenix's best friend Natalya was assaulted by the Riot Squad last week on SmackDown. So Beth Phoenix going straight to the woman in charge. But well, Stephanie wants to try to give him contracts. Stephanie McMahon wants to try to get the Riot Squad under contract. Beth Phoenix doesn't agree with that. But I guess if you're asking Stephanie here, I guess that would be why Beth Phoenix is not the businesswoman. That's why she's not the one running the company, or running the division, rather. I mean, this is ridiculous. I mean, I'd have to side with Beth Phoenix here. I think if you have someone just invade your company like that, they should be blacklisted. There's no reason that they should be rewarded. Oh, and look at... Come on, Stephanie. Stephanie McMahon just blatantly disrespecting the accomplishments of, you know, her own employees. I mean, like Natalya and the Bellas as well. And, I mean, we also know that Nikki Cross has apparently been dealt with by the Riot Squad. We still have heard nothing on that matter. So I don't know what there's a mystery there that needs to be solved. But I mean, Stephanie McMahon, she doesn't have a care in the world when it comes to her talent, it seems. You know, she said she wants to get the Riot Squad under contract to prevent further injury. Well, there's got to be better ways than that. But, you know, she says that the Riot Squad have a drive that the other women in the division don't have. There's a lot to unpack when it comes to Stephanie McMahon with the way she's handled this division. I mean, you still have the whole situation with Asuka's women's title that, you know, the woman who injured the champion is being rewarded with a title match. Whatever, I guess I don't run the company. I should watch my mouth, so I don't get on Stephanie's bad side, but anyways, time for the King of the Ring tournament to continue here on Monday Night Raw. Our first of two matchups this evening, as this one will pit the former United States champion Sin Cara up against the high-flying master of the ropes Gran Metalik. And of course, there was an interesting bit of, I don't know if I'd call it controversy, but a point of discussion over the last several weeks. When Noam Dar assaulted Gran Metalik after their last matchup, it was Sin Cara who came down to the ring to rescue Gran Metalik. Now, we weren't entirely sure. I mean, of course, I had said at the time that Sin Cara seemed like he just wanted to try to stop Noam Dar from getting what he wanted, from, you know, making that statement, sending that message to the US champ. But some have wondered if perhaps Sin Cara was looking to maybe recruit Gran Metalik for the Outcasts. Nothing more has been stated on the matter. We haven't seen Gran Metalik have any sort of conversations with Curtis Axel or Sin Cara or really any one of the Outcasts. But perhaps tonight, maybe this matchup could give us perhaps an answer. If Gran Metalik can put up an impressive enough performance, well, maybe, just maybe, Axel will see something in the kid and will try to recruit him. Who knows? But then, of course, you have Sin Cara, who is definitely not in a very amicable mood, to say the least. I mean, Sin Cara coming off of losing his championship at SummerSlam. So Sin Cara's been in a very foul mood. He even at one point was, you know, getting in Curtis Axel's face. They had a bit of an argument a few weeks ago right here on Monday Night Raw. But tonight, Sin Cara, he's out there back in the ring for the first time since SummerSlam. And right out of the gate, oh, well, look at this. Hurricanrana there. I was going to say right out of the gate, it was Gran Metalik backing Sin Cara into a corner, but Sin Cara quickly turns things around. And now, both metaphorically and literally, it is Gran Metalik who has been backed into a corner. He's now look at Sin Cara off the ropes. Hurricanrana once again. You can expect this one to be a high-flying affair. Two luchadors in Gran Metalik and Sin Cara duking it out there. As Metalik stumbles to his feet, but wait a minute. No, he's able to block. Sin Cara, oh, an overhand shot by Metalik. And now, look at Gran Metalik with a back suplex. We know that Sin Cara has more recently tried to shift his style away from the more high-flying moves he would use in the past. Sin Cara has been trying to change his arsenal, but we'll see just how far that gets him tonight against a master of the ropes like Gran Metalik, who goes off the top rope, crossbody, delivered, hook of the leg on Sin Cara 1. No. Of course, Metalik still trying to... He's one of the superstars who was able to compete in this tournament, who was given this opportunity as part of the new superstar initiative. Metalik, the only other time he's competed here on Monday Night Raw, was his defeat at the hands of Noam Dar. So Metalik still trying to look for a Raw contract as well. We did see that Drew McIntyre was able to make good use of his King of the Ring qualifier. He was able to defeat Randy Orton, and thus McIntyre joined the ranks of the Raw roster. Gran Metalik looking to join him. as he delivers a nice drop kick in the turnbuckle. Sin Cara flopping around like a fish out there. He is in trouble as Gran Metalik waits as he stumbles to his feet, hangs him up on the top rope. Metalik now gonna fly. Look at that, Tope Atomiko. And Sin Cara is reeling. It almost seems as though that loss at SummerSlam, by losing his title, Sin Cara, he's really, off his game. He's a step or two behind. As you can see, look at these devastating chops by Metalik. Overhand chops, knife edge chops, and now moonsault off the middle rope. Moonsault off the middle rope by Gran Metalik as he's going to go up top again. He's going to look to take another high-flying, risk, but high risk, this time does not get the high reward. Instead, Metalik crashes and burns right into the knees of Sin Cara. As now Sin Cara back to the midsection with the double foot stomp. Metalik goes up on the shoulders. Sin Cara takes him down. Drives him into the canvas. Now the cover by Sin Cara. 2. And Metalik just gets the shoulder up. Well, of course, we already know. We've already seen the likes of Drew McIntyre, Apollo Crews, Curtis Axel, and Baron Corbin qualify for the first round of the King of the Ring tournament. Sin Cara looking to join the ranks there. Metalik trying to do the same, and so far, these two are neck and neck. Going into this matchup, I almost would have expected Sin Cara to have the clear upper hand, considering, he's the former U.S. champ. He's currently under a Raw contract, but I think that just goes to show how off his game he is, because Metalik is really bringing the fight to him. That's not to discredit the abilities of Gran Metalik either. Certainly is a gifted competitor, but the last time we saw him, he was, of course, defeated by the now current United States champion, Noam Dar. So Metalik certainly coming out here with something to prove, and I think he's doing just that, as Sin Cara now staggered off that punch to the face. Gran Metalik, look at this, look at Metalik off the ropes. I mean, how often are you going to see somebody pull off a move like that? Running the ropes, dropkick delivered. Sin Cara again in trouble as Metalik drops him on the back of his head with that suplex. Sin Cara, I mean, what more can he do? He's in trouble. Metalik, springboard swanton. And that may do it. That may have crushed the life out of Sin Cara. Metalik the cover. Metalik may have the win. 2. He's done it. No. So close, but no cigar for Metalik. As Sin Cara still hanging in this one. Metalik gonna go off the ropes again, but this time Sin Cara was wise to it. That time Sin Cara had the counter. And now he drops Metalik on the back of his head. Sin Cara nearly saw his chances of winning the King of the Ring tournament flash before his eyes, but he's able to go on the comeback now. Oh, the big kick to the face. Sin Cara has turned this matchup around, turned it on a dime. And now Sin Cara rolls through into the schoolboy, but look at the power of Sin Cara. Choosing not to go for the pin, instead lifts him up and plants him with a powerbomb. And now Sin Cara perhaps looking to... No, Metalik was trying to roll out of the way. We know that Sin Cara was trying to go for that stretch muffler, but Metalik was wise to it. As now Metalik clothesline in the corner. Sin Cara now. Oh, he gets taken down by Metalik. And just when it looks like one man has the advantage, just when it looks like one man is looking to put the match away, the other turns it around. The other finds a counter. As again now it's Sin Cara who turns it around. Drop toe hold, Metalik is stunned. And now Sin Cara, look at Sin Cara. Tilt-a-whirl into the armbar. Tilt-a-whirl armbar. Is Metalik gonna tap? Sin Cara with the submission. Sin Cara's got him center of the ring. Metalik is in trouble. Metalik trying to hang on for dear life, trying to dig down deep into the reserves to find a counter, and he gets it. And now look at Sin Cara. Look at Sin Cara going after the leg of Gran Metalik. Just kick after kick. Metalik is out like a light. That Inzaguri shut him down for good, I think. And now Sin Cara, after working on the leg, he's gonna go for the stretch muffler, and he's got it locked in. And just look at how close Metalik is. Look at how close he is to those ropes, but he just can't reach out there. Metalik, he's got no choice but to tap out. Sin Cara just barely sneaks away with the win. What a match that was. Sin Cara, I thought for a moment there, I thought Metalik was gonna get him. I mean, Sin Cara, not the performance he was looking for here tonight. I mean, he does get the win, so he hangs on. He will move on to the first round of the tournament. but he's certainly not looking as impressive as I think he wanted to. Oh, and now Sin Cara. Sin Cara, there's the frustration. As now, just stomping a mud hole in Gran Metalik. Well, I think there's your answer, folks. If you thought that maybe Gran Metalik had a shot at joining the Outcasts, I think there's your answer. I don't think that's happening. Sin Cara well, Sin Cara's got other things on his mind. And if you want to talk about people, members of the Outcasts who have something else on their mind, Curtis Axel has got one big man on his mind, and that's Baron Corbin. Of course, these two men will be, as I said earlier, these two men will be facing off in the first round of the tournament, so looks like Corbin is looking to send a message to Axel early here. And, in this discussion, I mean, it seems as though the reputation of Drew McIntyre has spread like wildfire. I mean, this savage Scotsman. Well, I do understand that McIntyre and Apollo Crews are not in the building tonight. Well, Baron Corbin, he says that a lone wolf doesn't bark at something that he can't bite. And Curtis Axel, not intimidated. Whoa, wait a minute, what the hell? Well, Axel was not intimidated by Baron Corbin in the least, but now look at this at ringside. A fight has broken out. A fight has broken out in the crowd. As there, you saw Bo Dallas and Dash Wilder. Here's Scott Dawson and Heath Slater. Well, we saw the Revival attack the Outcasts last week on Monday Night Raw. Saw them attack them backstage, and now the fight has broken out to ringside. They were fighting in the crowd, and now Slater and Dawson are here at ringside. I mean, what the hell is going on? Again, it looks like we're going to have, for the third week in a row, Monday Night Raw breaking down into chaos. And it seems like that's going to be the era of Dolph Ziggler, at this rate. It's just chaos left and right. And Slater and Dawson now fighting here at ringside. I'm still trying to process what just went down, that interaction between Baron Corbin and Curtis Axel. But here are the tag team champions now fighting the Revival. There's now look at Bo Dallas. Bo Dallas just delivering the knees to the face of Dash Wilder. Clearly the Outcast trying to get some payback for last week. Is now Heath Slater, Impaler DDT on the concrete floor. As the Revival, well, they receive a receipt for their attack last week. And now here's the Raw General Manager Dolph Ziggler trying to put a stop to things. I do see that security has now come out to ringside. They're trying to escort these four men out of the ringside area at the very least, if not out of the building. So Dolph Ziggler trying to maintain order here, trying to keep the chaos under control. And it seems as though he's going to try to do that by giving the Revival a chance to earn a tag team title shot next week. Well, I guess this also solves the mystery of what Stephanie and Dolph were discussing earlier. It appears as though the Women's Championship matchup has been delayed until negotiations with the Riot Squad have concluded. I don't know if I'd say that's the smartest decision, but then again, as I said, Monday Night Raw has been chaos these last few weeks. Maybe that is the best call. Right now, there's the World Heavyweight Champion Cesaro. I mean, everything is happening at once here. I mean, this is insanity. Well, it appears as though Cesaro still is a little skeptical of Dolph Ziggler. He thinks Ziggler might be behind all the shenanigans with Triple H and Finn Balor. I mean, these two men, of course, they did fight at WrestleMania, and that's part of the reason why Dolph Ziggler hasn't been able to return to the ring just yet. But it appears as though Dolph Ziggler doesn't hold much of a grudge, so maybe Ziggler's not the man responsible for all this. I mean, I can't blame Cesaro for suspecting Ziggler. Ziggler, I mean, now it appears as though he's had a bit of an attitude adjustment, but before, I mean, Ziggler certainly was a man who seemed like he would hold a grudge. Well, I mean, Dolph Ziggler, he said he was trying to keep control of the chaos, and it seems as though he's looking to back up those words because he said that next week, Triple H will not be able to get into the building. So apparently, he has banned Triple H from the arena next week. Of course, next week in the main event, we will see Cesaro defend the World Heavyweight Championship against Samoa Joe and Finn Balor. And it looks as though Dolph Ziggler has banned Triple H from the building. I mean, hey, that's certainly one way to try to keep order intact. So Ziggler, maybe this won't be the era of chaos. Maybe Ziggler is, maybe it took him a few weeks to kind of adjust to his new position, but maybe he's finally starting to get control of this show. I mean, I certainly hope that's the case. I hope for the best, but right now, we have singles action. This matchup was, I guess, requested by Matt Hardy last week. He threw out the challenge in that mysterious, weird message that he sent to Karl Anderson. They called him the bullet dispenser, Karl Anderson. We know that Matt Hardy is a little, well, certainly not the Matt Hardy of old. He's a little broken, if you will. But, yes, tonight Matt Hardy will go one-on-one with Karl Anderson. The matchup was made official. But you can see Jeff Hardy will be at ringside. Have to imagine that Luke Gallows will be ringside as well. So this matchup could definitely, on the topic of chaos, this matchup could break down real quick. Let's just hope that that doesn't happen. Let's hope that that's not the case. Anyways, Gallows and Anderson, they will, I guess this will be their first matchup since SummerSlam when they were defeated by the current tag team champions, the Outcast. A matchup that everybody expected the club to win. I mean, everybody expected that Gallows and Anderson were the favorites. They figured it was a matchup that they should have had in the bag. But they, really, I think they should have, and they just blew it. They got overconfident. They underestimated their opponents. They made too many mistakes. Really simple mistakes. And the Outcasts were able to sneak away with the win. So Gallows and Anderson, they were looking to try to get a rematch, but then the Hardy Boys came out instead. And so now it appears as though Gallows and Anderson have taken a bit of a back seat in the tag title hunt. And instead, they are looking to perhaps resume a bit of an old mission statement that they had in the past. As I said, when the Hardy Boys appeared 2 weeks ago, Gallows and Anderson are responsible for perhaps retiring legendary teams like Edge and Christian and the Dudley Boys, and now they are perhaps looking to add the Hardy Boys to that list as well. But the Hardy Boys certainly are not going to go down without a fight. You can hear the crowd rallying behind Matt Hardy early here. As Hardy goes off the ropes, delivers the leg drop. Karl Anderson taking a bit of a beat down at this point as Matt Hardy delivers a second leg drop. Of course, Matt Hardy and Jeff, iconic for their performances in ladder matches, TLC matches. But again, matches like that will take their toll, so you have to wonder what condition are they in at this point. I mean, so late in their careers, Matt and Jeff. You have to wonder how much do they have left? Do they have enough to go toe-to-toe with the likes of Gallows and Anderson, who really seem to be on the top of their game? Oh, as Karl Anderson delivers the knee, just burying it into the jaw of Matt Hardy. Of course, Anderson and Gallows, they would love to end this little skirmish with the Hardys as quickly as possible and get right back to the tag title hunt. As, Anderson puts the boot to Matt Hardy in the corner. And now looking to follow through again, stomping a mud hole. Straight, and Matt Hardy now throws up the two sweets, and the crowd booing Karl Anderson out of the building. And of course, the WWE Universe, they don't forget. They're not going to forget what these two men have done to, other legends in the tag team industry. I'm sure the crowd does not want to see the same fate befall the Hardy Boys as Matt, with a scoop slam, able to take down Anderson, playing him on the canvas. Matt Hardy going up to the middle rope now. The crowd comes to their feet as Karl Anderson gets to his, but Matt Hardy drops him right back down with an elbow to the back of the head. Jeff Hardy and Luke Gallows watching on as right now Matt goes for the cover, gets the two, but he's not going to get the three just yet. Karl Anderson hanging in there. Jeff Hardy perhaps looking a little confident there. as Matt seems to be in control, but as I say that, curse of the commentator, Karl Anderson turns it around. Super kick to the midsection. As Matt Hardy now backed up against the ropes. And Karl Anderson drops him down. Oh, slingshot into that bottom rope. Slingshot, that'll take the air out of the lungs of Matt Hardy. There's now a knife edge chop. Again, Matt backed against the ropes. And now Karl Anderson's teeing off. Karl Anderson just lighting him up with punch after punch. And again, the crowd just absolutely giving it to Karl Anderson here. They are certainly not a fan of these two men, Gallows and Anderson, in the slightest. But now a German suplex. 1, 2, no, a kick out. Kick out by Matt Hardy. But now an elbow drop delivered by Anderson. You can see Gallows cheering him on there at ringside. Fortunately, we've had no interference yet in this matchup. Gallows and Jeff keeping their, just sticking to a spectator role at this point, just watching on, not getting involved. As now you can see Matt Hardy turning things around here. Uh-oh, Karl Anderson, he's going to get a face full of turnbuckle, and you can hear the crowd getting into it, counting along. As there's 9, Matt Hardy gets him for the 10th. No, wait, Anderson the counter. Anderson now bounces Matt Hardy head first off the turnbuckle. And now Karl Anderson. No, wait, Matt Hardy blocks a shot. Matt Hardy blocks a punch. Look out. Side effect. Vintage Matt Hardy with the side effect. Hook of the leg on Anderson. 1, 2. And this match, no, it's not over. Anderson defiantly kicks out before the 3. But Matt Hardy now could be looking. Well, he's not going to get it. He might have been thinking twist of fate. He didn't get it. And now Karl Anderson with the rocket kick. Anderson. The boot right to the jaw of Matt Hardy. He goes down into the cover. Jeff now watching on very closely as there's the 2. No. Jeff Hardy, you can see, getting a little concerned. Matt Hardy just barely hanging in there. But Karl Anderson in control right now is Matt Hardy. Matt Hardy now gets whipped off the ropes as here's Anderson with a boot. Or I should say the kick rather to the face. The calf kick by Karl Anderson. You can see the look of concern on Jeff Hardy's face as his brother Matt gets dumped over the top, tries to hang on, but Anderson going to send him to the outside. And you can see there Jeff, well now Anderson and Jeff just having a bit of a stare down there. So now look at this. And, oh, no. Gallows has thrown off the cloak. Gallows threw off the jacket. Anderson distracted the referee, and now look at Luke Gallows. Luke Gallows taking a cheap shot on Matt Hardy. But wait a minute. He throws up the 2 sweets, but look out above you. Look out above you. Oh, there's Jeff Hardy. Jeff Hardy flies in off the top rope. The referee still distracted by Karl Anderson. Jeff Hardy looking to level the playing field. He takes out Luke Gallows. But still, the damage has been done to Matt Hardy. Gallows got the shot in. And now Karl Anderson looking to capitalize on the chaos. He distracted the referee long enough that he didn't see either the interference from Luke Gallows or Jeff Hardy. As those 2 men are down on the outside, Luke Gallows now, or I should say Karl Anderson rather. Gallows has been taken out on the outside. Anderson looking to finish Matt Hardy off, but no. Matt caught the leg. And now Matt Hardy boot to the midsection. He got him, twist of fate. Matt Hardy, the cover. 1, 2, 3, and Matt Hardy gets the win. It's Matt Hardy who takes advantage of the chaos and catches Anderson off guard with a twist of fate. And just like that, it's Matt Hardy who gets the win over Karl Anderson. So in the first match back for the Hardy Boys, or at least one member of the Hardys, it is Matt who is triumphant. As you see there, the interference on the outside, thanks to the distraction by Karl Anderson, but Jeff Hardy luckily able to, I guess, keep the damage to a minimum as he took care of Luke Gallows, and then really all that mattered was this moment right there. The twist of fate gets the 3 count for Matt Hardy, and the Hardy Boys pull one over on Gallows and Anderson. So again, Gallows and Anderson, they blow their opportunity tonight. It's Matt Hardy who puts away the, well, I guess as he would call him, the bullet dispenser, Karl Anderson. Well, a very ominous message there, not only by Samoa Joe, who dared Triple H to show his face next week. So Samoa Joe, he seems to want a piece of both. He seems to want a piece of everybody. He wants to put... I said that Samoa Joe has had to have his head on a swivel lately, that he's been dealing with Balor, Cesaro, Triple H. Joe wants to try to take them all on at once, wants to try to take them all down at once. And then, of course, you did see a bit of interference there from Finn Balor, somehow messing with the video feed. So clearly, another silent statement made by Finn Balor. And of course, that will be your main event of next week, the World Heavyweight Championship Triple Threat. Joe versus Balor versus Cesaro. Triple H has been banned from the building, but for now, we will transition back to the main event of this week's show. Here is a man who has had history with Triple H in the past. This is the man, the architect of the Shield, Seth Rollins. And this is a man who has been through a lot. He has managed to conquer his past in the form of Baron Corbin at SummerSlam. So Seth Rollins, while he did have a very rough, WrestleMania, he had a tremendous victory, and ever since then, he's been kind of going on a downward spiral. But Seth Rollins was able to turn his luck around by defeating Corbin at SummerSlam. So now Seth, he's looking to get back on the right track, and he is looking to do what he couldn't do last year, and that's win the King of the Ring tournament. He's managed to conquer the demons of his past, and now he's looking towards the future. Wait a minute. Maybe Seth Rollins hasn't escaped his past just yet, because here's another phantom of the past. It's Buddy Murphy. We haven't seen Buddy Murphy since he was attacked by Bo Dallas at Payback. But Buddy Murphy is back on Monday Night Raw, and he will be taking on Seth Rollins in this King of the Ring qualifier. It's your main event of Monday Night Raw, Rollins versus Murphy. What a return for Buddy Murphy. And clearly, I stand corrected. I guess that just goes to show that Seth Rollins, he will never really be able to escape his past, no matter what he does. It's always going to follow him in some way, shape, or form. Of course, Buddy Murphy, alongside his tag team partner Wesley Blake, who it appears is not here tonight. But Murphy and Blake, they were a part of the infamous Team Rollins, that 5-on-5 match that took place at Survivor Series, also including the Big Show. We know how the Big Show stands when it comes to Seth Rollins. Big Show has retired. He doesn't want any association with Seth Rollins. But Buddy Murphy clearly has not retired. He has not been injured. His career has not been cut short by the attack done, the damage done by Bo Dallas. Now look at this. Seth Rollins getting right in his face and just not even striking him here. Seth seems a little hesitant to throw a punch. He looks like he's seen a ghost. But Buddy Murphy is back on Raw, and he is staring straight in the face of Seth Rollins. And of course, Buddy Murphy, he's not going to pull any punches. Buddy Murphy's been waiting for this opportunity. Murphy, Blake, Big Show, those three men all have one thing in common, and it's that they were cast aside by Seth Rollins. They were stabbed in the back. And Seth Rollins, he's done that to so many people. His story with Dean Ambrose is well documented. Oh, it's Buddy Murphy. Just looked to kick his chest in. Murphy not holding anything back on that strike. So, of course, this is going to be very personal for these two men. It's not just... At this point, you can basically forget about the King of the Ring tournament because that's not what this matchup is about. This matchup is about holding a grudge. Oh, is Seth Rollins able to block that kick there? Able to block the kick from Murphy and now rolls back inside... he slides back inside the ring. So Seth Rollins still trying to keep his distance from Murphy here. He still seems like he hasn't fully processed what's going on. Seems a little hesitant to even want to try to throw a punch at Murphy, but he's going to go for him now. Seth Rollins delivers the knee. Clearly, Murphy has gotten inside his head. Rollins was not... oh, jeez! A bicycle knee strike by Murphy. Rollins crumbles to the canvas in a heap. And now look at Buddy Murphy. He's got Rollins up on his shoulders here. Sit out powerbomb into the cover. Rollins is in trouble. Rollins is in trouble. Buddy Murphy, no. Thought he was going to maybe put him away right there. Seth Rollins doesn't seem to know how to react. He was not expecting to see Buddy Murphy here tonight. Like I said, he probably thought that he had put his past behind him when he beat Baron Corbin. I think this is the last person Seth Rollins expected to see. But it's who he's got to fight right now as Buddy Murphy drives the knee, just buries it in the head of Seth Rollins. And well, Rollins certainly still seems to be off his game right now as Buddy Murphy, another running knee. Another knee to the side of the head. Goes into the cover once more. 2 count. Seth Rollins able to hang in there. I mean, Seth Rollins hasn't even really... He's thrown a couple strikes, but he clearly has not put 100% into this thing. Rollins doesn't seem to really be with it here. Oh, wait a minute. Seth Rollins with the counter. Seth Rollins with the counter. And Seth Rollins able to strike back now. And now Buddy Murphy backed into a corner. Here comes Seth Rollins now. Here comes Seth Rollins. And now Seth Rollins, I think he's finally recovered his wits. He realizes what he's got to do tonight. He might have done so much damage to Murphy in the past. He might have used him in the past. But Rollins, he's awake and alive now. He knows that if he wants to truly overcome his past, then he can't run away from this fight. He has to confront Buddy Murphy head on, and that's exactly what he's doing. And Seth Rollins now is unleashing hell on Buddy Murphy. A flurry of kicks in the corner. Seth Rollins, he's ready to go now. He's fired up. Buddy Murphy, this is the fight he probably wanted out of Seth Rollins. You know, if Murphy wants that revenge, he wants to beat Seth at his best. And he's certainly going to get him right now. Oh, look at the boot. Look at the boot by Buddy Murphy. Rollins just, again, collapses. I mean, what a confrontation this is. Buddy Murphy versus Seth Rollins oh my God. Buddy Murphy, that's Seth Rollins' move. He just unleashed the ripcord knee strike on Seth Rollins, but Rollins kicked out. I mean, of course, Buddy Murphy. I mean, Seth Rollins was at one point his mentor, so you have to think that Murphy has studied Rollins' arsenal. He knows he's learned a trick or two from Seth. And now he's looking to use it against him here as Buddy Murphy off the top rope clothesline. Clothesline delivered by Buddy Murphy. As now Murphy goes out to the apron. Seth Rollins, he might be firing on all cylinders now, but Buddy Murphy is not going to go down without a fight either, as Buddy Murphy launches himself back in the ring. And of course, the winner of this matchup will go on to face Cara in the first round of the King of the Ring tournament. But again, like I said, that's not even the main talking point of this matchup. These two men, at this point, they've probably forgotten all about the King of the Ring. As now, Seth Rollins just unleashing with the curb stomps to the chest. Seth Rollins now rolls him through. Schoolboy into a super kick. Super kick right on the jaw, right on the money. Rollins now. Make sure that Murphy can't reach out to the ropes as he hooks the leg. Murphy's in trouble, but Murphy kicks out. Big time matchup here tonight in the main event of Monday Night Raw. And this could be a breakout moment for Buddy Murphy. We've seen what he's been able to do as a tag team wrestler. Now it's up to see what can he do as a singles star. But Seth Rollins with the springboard knee, we know what Seth Rollins is capable of. We've seen what Rollins can do. Again, in a similar way to Buddy Murphy, we've seen Seth Rollins in tag team matches. We've seen him as part of the Shield. But we've also seen what Seth Rollins can do on his own. As now, again, drives his neck into the canvas. Rollins stacked on, he goes for the cover. No! Murphy stacked on his shoulders, but he's able to kick out once more. Of course, Seth Rollins will have the experience advantage in this matchup. Like I said, again, he was at one point Buddy Murphy's mentor. So Buddy Murphy could perhaps be working at a disadvantage now. Now that Seth Rollins has recovered himself, now it is Buddy Murphy who's got something to prove. But look at this. Seth Rollins, he was eyeing up that top rope. He's going to go up high. Could be thinking a frog splash. But no, he's going to turn around. He's going to look for the Phoenix splash, but no! Buddy Murphy had it well scouted. Like I said again, he knows Seth Rollins so well. He knows his arsenal inside and out. And now Murphy lines him up again for another ripcord knee strike. Another ripcord knee strike. Seth Rollins in trouble as Murphy now boot to the midsection. Buddy Murphy, what's this? He's got him hooked up there. Pump handle. Oh, jeez. Like a pump handle Samoan drop. Is now into the cover. 1, 2. Seth Rollins could be done. No. He's still alive. Murphy Murphy hit him with that tremendous move. Clearly a move that Buddy Murphy, and now just look at Murphy. Look at the frustration. The rage just pouring out of Buddy Murphy behind all of those boots. Oh, as he went for the running kick. Rollins able to dodge it, though. And Seth Rollins now, he's got to stand his ground. You know, he has apologized for what he has done, but that doesn't mean that Seth Rollins can afford to get soft here. As now the cover, 1, 2, no! Because if Seth Rollins pulls any punches, as we are seeing right now, Buddy Murphy will eat him alive. I mean, Seth Rollins, he's giving Murphy all he can handle, but Murphy is still coming back for more. So Murphy, we did see earlier, pulling out a move we haven't seen from him before, so clearly Murphy, in trying to recover from his injuries, he has still been training. He's been perfecting his craft. And I mean, would you really have expected this? From the Buddy Murphy we knew from a few months ago, would you have expected him to be able to go toe-to-toe with Seth Rollins like this? I don't think so. But look at Seth Rollins now, superplex. Oh, but he keeps it hooked. Look at the athleticism by Seth Rollins. Into the cover. 1, 2. Murphy's done. No. He is not done. And now it's Seth Rollins getting frustrated. Rollins with that superplex Falcon Arrow combination. And it's still not enough to put Murphy away. What a performance by Buddy Murphy. As Seth Rollins, you saw, he hesitated there for a moment. I think Rollins, he hesitated. He could have gone for the curb stomp there, but he seemed didn't seem like he wanted to pull the trigger, but now that could cost him. As Murphy was able to counter, avoid the curb stomp. Oh, no, wait. I think he was looking for that pump handle. I think he was looking for, is that the new version of the Murphy's Law? I think Murphy was trying to look for it again. Rollins was able to counter it, and now caught him on the jaw with a kick. As Murphy, if he can hit Murphy's Law again, I think that will put Rollins away. Rollins, but the same goes for Murphy. I think Murphy has had just about all he can handle. Rollins now. Reverse STO in the corner. Rollins, if he just hits one big move, that's going to be lights out for Buddy Murphy. So Rollins is going to go up top again. He's going to go for the Phoenix Splash again, and again it's countered. Went to the well for the second time, and again, the well came up dry. Is Buddy Murphy going to go for it again? Sit out powerbomb. Not sticking for the pin this time. Instead, Murphy going to look to add more impact to this one as he goes up top. Elbow drop delivered. Elbow drop delivered by Buddy Murphy. But Murphy seems to be a little out of it. He couldn't stick for the pin. Now goes for the cover. You've got to be kidding me. He can't even get a 1 count. Seth Rollins defiantly kicks out before a 1 count. And now look at Seth. Where is he finding this energy? Super kick again. Super kick again. Buddy Murphy, he's got to be out. There's no way he can come back from this. As Rollins now drags him to the center of the ring. And no hesitation behind this curb stomp. Count it, ref. It's done. 1, 2, 3. Seth Rollins gets the win. What a match. What a main event that was. Buddy Murphy with the surprise return. And he took Seth Rollins to the absolute limit tonight. Rollins was not expecting Buddy Murphy to show up tonight, let alone to pull out a performance like that. None of us expected it. So a tremendous outing by Buddy Murphy. He came up short tonight, but still, what is this going to mean for the future of his career? As for Seth Rollins, we know what is in his future, and that's the King of the Ring. As he qualifies, he will fight Cara in the first round of the tournament. Wow. Thank you for joining me for this edition of Monday Night Raw, ladies and gentlemen. What an event it was. What a main event that was between Seth Rollins and Buddy Murphy. You have to imagine that even if things are personal, even if there's a bitter hatred there between, at least on Murphy's end, you have to imagine that there's at least some sort of respect there. After a performance like that, how can there not be? Well, anyways, we're out of time. I'll see you in the next one.